Welcome to the 20th anniversary of Government Technology Conference 2007.
Our life in the future.
Leaps and bounds of technology.
An explosion of excitement.
Invent tomorrow.
There really wasn't any delivery mechanism for giving information to government agencies who needed to look at the latest and greatest innovative technologies.
So in the beginning, I was there learning and looking at the technologies of the future and what could happen. And over the years, I was looking at solutions and how we could actually do things.
The internet will change every aspect of our lives. It will literally change the way we work, live, play, and learn in ways we're just beginning to imagine today.
Going through some of the seminars and even some of the training sessions really enabled me to see some of that technology put into action in a government setting.
It has really changed me as an IT professional. It has made my managerial skills. I've taken a tremendous amount of classes.
It's not about how good your idea is necessarily. It's not about how much capital you have. It's about how fast and how well you execute.
GTC was the first to talk about disaster planning.
It brought technology into the defense community, and it gave them the ability to level the playing field.
We must address this problem by appropriate strategic planning, by encouraging coordination and cooperation between government and private industry.
So when you combine the idea of learning more about something that is important to your future and celebrating the successes that people have had with it, it makes for a great event.
It's just nice to see that GTC was a pioneer. Competitors have come and gone. But, GTC has continued to redefine the agenda.
Remember that math is the most popular class in America in the 4th grade, least popular by the 10th. So from the 4th to 10th grade is the die-off of scientific curiosity amongst kids.
Great bunch of people, and I'm very happy. I was surprised it's 20 years now. The time really flies.
Congratulations on your 20th year, and I hope you have 100 more.
My favorite speaker in the beginning was Nicholas Negroponte.
Scott McNeely.
The real Coast Guarder, Bob Ballard, who discovered the Titanic. Steve Jobs.
So I'm standing backstage, and it's like 5 minutes before this thing's supposed to go on, and no one knows where Steve Jobs is.
He talked about our life in the future.
And he gave just a wonderful talk about where technology was, where it could go. Extraordinarily well received. I understand it may have created a stir in the industry at the time.
It was spectacular. He gave a performance. And then there was James Burke, the author of The Day the Universe Changed and Connections. Fantastic visionary.
Hi, I'm James Burke, and in the past I've done a number of keynotes for the conference, so I'd very much like to be there on the 20th anniversary. But as you can see, unfortunately, just at the moment I'm forced to tough it out here in the south of France. I see you have a productive and stimulating session ahead of you, so let me wish the event every success and, of course, a happy 20th anniversary.
Mobility, I think, is going to be the next wave that technology brings us.
When the PC was first introduced, people didn't know what it was.
It's great. What is it? The waves of technology.
The big mainframe phase.
Watts lines.
Mini computers.
Data lines.
LANs.
Lease lines.
LANs.
Massive storage farms.
40-pound portable, luggable computers.
Routers.
Dumb terminals.
Hubs.
Modems.
Bridges.
These technologies at the time were exciting.
Now with the internet, we've realized that IT is kind of everywhere.
How can we work together to create that next product that we can use, which will be good for our residents and citizens?
How do you leverage technology to enhance the provision of healthcare services?
We need to use technology to upgrade the skills, the opportunities, and the educational levels of our children.
Bring more business flavor and training, if you will, to the CIOs and show them how they can communicate.
Our future is one that gets us away from concentrating or aggregating people in offices downtown.
Systems are going to be built in a way that serve the needs of multiple layers of government and multiple client populations.
They want to be able to be connected, to do their work, to be social, wherever is most convenient for them.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens when the baby boomers really start retiring in the next 3 years.
And now there's a completely different generation in here that hopefully is looking back at some of the stuff that we did and saying, okay, we can see where these old goats were going with this and move it into the future.
My favorite part, of course, is the showcases of solutions, getting to see what's really happened, how people have really applied technology.
It gives a certain amount of respect and pride to the agencies that are actually doing good work.
Happy 20th anniversary,
GTC.
Hi, this is Steve Westley, former California State Controller and former Senior Vice President at eBay. I just want to congratulate everybody at the Government Technology Conference. I always felt this was the best conference in the industry because it was the best place where people could share the best practices and the success stories from governments around the country. I'm sitting here in my office at Kleiner Perkins right in the heart of Silicon Valley, where I've seen some of the technologies that are going to reshape this state and this nation's future. And I'm prouder than ever to have been a past co-chair of this conference. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary. I will just tell you the technologies you're about to see are going to be things that are going to enable you to fundamentally reshape government.
Hey, happy anniversary, GTC.